Now then, people, good morning. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, an exhausted Just Joe Football Show. As Michael Smith said in the comments, a Cloud 9 Just Joe Football Show. Cigars at the ready. Please do smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. And who can forget, may the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you, brothers and sisters. I didn't do a stream yesterday just because, genuinely, I'm so tired. Like, I realise now, on the back of, like, what's been an amazing end to the season, by the way. An unbelievable end to the season. It's all just been a little bit tiring, hasn't it? But we've got one more thing to do, and that's Monday, tomorrow. I am so excited. It's too noisy for Harry. The eldest daughter's not into football, but Maisie's coming, which is going to be an amazing experience for me as a father as well, to be able to share that moment with her. So that's class. Meeting friends, hopefully seeing some of you. I can't wait for that. But yesterday, when I got off the stream, I was like, do you know what? I'm just tired. We've done it. I just want to put my feet up. And the day went like that, by the way. Like, before you know it, it was like 10:30 and I was laid on my bed thinking, fucking hell, where's the day gone? It was all just a bit of a blur. Imagine like being there, like Helen was there, like so lucky. It's moments like this that, yes, I do this as a job and I would not change it because it is absolutely amazing. But it's times like that where I go, I could have been there. It's times like Stoke 6-0, Bristol City the other night where I could have been there. Do you know what I mean? I do miss that. Like, because these moments, that's why I'm so glad about Monday. So glad about Monday because that's just going to be a vibe. It was actually yesterday in 1992 was when we last had a parade. I was 4. Do you know what I mean? I was 4-year-old. Some of you won't have even been born. Some of you will be at that parade pissed up because you're of a certain age. Do you know what I mean? So to think that and I know it's not the Premier League and that, but do I care? No. Do you care? No. Will Leeds care on Monday? Nah. It's going to be such a vibe. And let me just clean this. Sorry, I've got my dressing gown on as well. But I think, do you know what? I was like, it's a vibe. We don't even need to get ready. We stay ready. Do you know what I mean? Where was I going with it? Oh, it was going to be something amazing, no doubt, as is always the case. What comes out of this now? Like 10 points. Like Daniel the Centurion Farker. It was so funny. I called that on Wednesday. I said, from Saturday, you will address my manager as Daniel the Centurion Farker. There were loads of bookmarks on it. There are no bookmarks no more. Some kept the faith. That's where I was going with it. It's come back to me. We did it the Leeds United way. This is how we do things, right? So, like, if you watch the watch along, and I know a lot of people are getting annoyed at the mic, and I just want to address that. It's really difficult to prevent that clipping with the screaming that I do. Like, I don't know, like it comes from here. I'm sorry it does cut out. I will try this summer to try and fix it because I wish it didn't. And it does get to me when some of the comments are like, oh, the mic. I'm like, I know, I wish it didn't. I genuinely wish it didn't. But in the moments, I'm not thinking about that, yeah. I'm not thinking, like, stand away from the mic. I'm not thinking, let me turn down the gain. I'm not thinking any of that. It's just pure elation, jubilation. Man of Solomon, the GOAT. I genuinely as well, like, I got such a head rush. I thought I was going to fall over at one point yesterday when that went in. But I kept saying, if you're going to do it anyway, this is the perfect way to do it. It's like the Aguero goal, right? Obviously, it's not as big, but it's like that. There's not many clips doing the rounds. I've just seen one, though, of Burnley fans waiting to run onto the pitch. And this steward's in the way. And obviously, we score and they don't run on the pitch. I mean, I just want to say, like, congratulations to Burnley. It must be so shit. Like, as a fan, 100 points. conceding less goals, all that jazz, not being beat in 30-odd games, whatever it is, to not go up. But we had that last season with the 90-point thing. It is what it is. Sheffield United got 90 points, so 3 teams again got 90 points. But we do have a massive 10-point gap on them. People, those that came for me earlier on in the season, don't forget I was told we'd get 4 points, 4 teams on 90. I mean, Sunderland can't buy a win. You know, the reason that we've top and won the league is because Sheffield United crumbled. All this stuff, man, it's just idiotic. Even yesterday, and this is why I know they're not real fans, and I'm going to tell you now, if after kickoff, same evening, even the morning after, you are finding negatives after that, for me, you do not feel the same way about this club that I do. You just don't have that emotional connection. Because I'm telling you now, the performance wasn't great. But that moment will live long in the memory for us all. And if you want to then turn and look for negatives on the manager, on the playing staff or whatever, you don't. This club's not for you. You don't feel it like I feel it. I'm sorry. You do not. You cannot. You must not. People want to call about sentiment FC. People want to say, you know, I got so much stick for crying. A grown man crying over Marcelo. Because you are not like me. We are built different. And I am okay with that. I am okay that this football club is in there and can affect me like that. We are different. We are not the same. And I'm all right with that. Because when the highs are highs, whew, amazing. The feeling yesterday, amazing. The feeling Monday will be amazing. It will be biblical. Leeds United risen at Easter. We said weeks ago, before that, Easter will be the weekend, and it proved to be the case. And Helen touches here on connection as well. That emotional connection is there now, right? Remember, like we said we would struggle, even with the manager for some, not for me, but for some. That's changed now. There is that connection. There is that group mentality. These players, seeing them post-match, celebrating the way they did. Even those that were on the fringes, or even those that people told us they're not going to be here anymore and they can't stand the manager. You know, it's quite funny. I listened to a lot of post-match stuff yesterday. Eddie Gray, Simon Grayson, people who've managed in the game, people who've managed Leeds United. Do you know what their big standout call was? Daniel Farkas, man management. I remember weeks ago having to try and defend that because he called out Tanaka, or he said, Ramos, he's a terrible man manager. I mean, there's people that have worked, managed in the game, and actually managed this football club that are telling us different. It's mad. Just think sometimes we need to hold up, wait a minute, summon him, right? You know, just like relax. Because Rome wasn't built in a day. Seasons are not won in a day. Seasons are not lost in a day. 46-game, 10-point gap, we called this. This upsets people when we can't, well, receipts. But I can tell you now, if we'd have not been promoted, we'd have been sat here on the floor. I'd have still shown up and I'd have been getting battered. So I accept the medicine like a spoonful of sugar. Let it go down. As Mary Poppins would say. You know? Accept that spoonful of sugar. Let the medicine go down. As Mary Poppins would say. You know? What a day. What a time to be alive. The game itself, we made hard work of it. It was always going to be a tough place to go. Regardless of league position, I see this over the last few weeks. They're bottom. How could we? Look at the results they've had. Look at the results Luton have had. It's still gone down. Look at the results Derby, Hull City, all these teams. Look at their results. I bet if you were to go in the last 5 games, like if you were to look at the form table in the last 5, Barrows and Burnley, it wouldn't surprise me if the rest of it's made up of teams down the bottom. Let's have a look. Form. last 5 games. Leeds top, Burnley second, Blackburn third, Swansea fourth. In 5th, Portsmouth. In 6th, Plymouth. In 7th, Luton. In 9th, Oxford. In 10th, Derby. So like 4 of that bottom 5 or whatever are in the top 10 in the last 5 games. And then you look at teams who are actually down there, you know, Sunderland, worst form, Watford, Middlesbrough, Norwich, Bristol City. Teams that are at the top end of the table, because in the business end, when it matters, this is when they come to the fore. And I said during the game, if Plymouth could have stayed up, we lose that game yesterday when they would go 1 up. I said they fend for their lives. They did anyway, but they push that extra yard. They give that extra mile. But as it were, they were already down. Leeds knew they needed to win to get the title. Solomon said in his post-match, we knew that Burnley were winning. They knew what they needed, and we got it over the line. What a moment, by the way. Someone, I think it's Leeds all over. I can't remember. I shared it on my Instagram story, put together a compilation with the music, and it just hits like crack. It hits like crack. Toot toot on that pipe there. Please don't. It's just a joke. Yeah, so like Rodon, quick free kick to Voba. Voba to Nonto. Nonto's passing to Solomon. And Solomon, who I don't think in recent times I've seen a better manipulator of the football at Leeds United. Now, we've seen better players, but what I mean by that is he very rarely loses it, and he's able to just manipulate the ball's movements. Even when it looks like he's about to be challenged, he manipulates it away. He's so good at that. I'm not saying he's the best dribbler. It's just his ball manipulation. From a standing start, when he's running at pace, he's just able to, wee. And even still at post-match, people criticised. Mad when I saw that. I was like, what are we doing here? Criticising the manager for playing wingers that have 42 G&A. I think 43, actually, because the goal for Solomon wasn't added. So James and Solomon between them have 43 G&A. Insane. One's got 12 goals, 9 assists. I think that's James. And Solomon's got 10 goals, 12 assists. Like, it's just insane what they've done. Absolutely insane. And of course, right, I'm not discrediting Chris Somerville by any stretch of the imagination or Rutter or anything. But the experience of last season count for loads, because we, in the business end, came to the front. And players like Solomon stood up. Since the international break, my man's got 9 or 8 G&A in as many games. That's a goal or an assist every game. Send him back. That's what they said. Send him back. Even this week, people have been criticising him. Even this week. And this is why I say, well, you're not like me. We're not the same. Because really, deep down somewhere, there's a pang of regret when you're celebrating them goals, because you're like, but I don't like him. And I don't want him. So you can portray this, but do you really? Are you really enjoying it? Does it get you in the fields? Does it get you in there? I'm not sure. But for me, it always will. And I'm okay with that. And this is why I always, when people say, oh, it's not done yet. Oh, this. The football's downs happen like that. We could get relegated, record points lowest next season. We won't, but I'm just saying, just putting it out there. We could get battered. Varka could lose his first 6 games and get sacked. And everyone will go to me, I told you. I don't think you can really, because we got promoted. You know, it's different. But you will have your day in your sun, because the manager will be sacked at some point. My point is, when we've won the league with 100 points, we've won it by 10 points and all this. This is why I enjoy these moments, right? Because I know tomorrow, different day. Tomorrow, Parker could be sacked. He won't. But you know what I mean? He might not win a game. Bam, sacked. It's okay. Because, as I was always told, this is Leeds United, not Bielsa United. As though I didn't know that. But it's like you have an emotional connection. And I have that. I have that with this group of players now. I'm all in. I'm all in. And I want nothing more for this manager to be a success because he deserves it. He's very self-deprecating. He's very empathetic. He understands the football club. He's calm, a calming presence. We don't need an emotional manager. We don't need a Jesse Marsh who's telling us that every man and his dog is the best player he's ever worked with, trained with, captained with. Fucking hell. We don't need that. Marcelo was that calming presence. Why? Because he couldn't speak. Well, he could speak English, but he didn't entertain it. So we never got that. Do you know what I mean? And he was very left and, yeah. But Farke's such a calm. I mean, apart from him being a top slotter in and around Harrogate that apparently the club are going to sack him for, what? I hope he slaughtered all night like a fucking Blackpool slot machine last night. Get up, Farke. You deserve it, son. 2s and 3s. My manager. Oh, yeah. So it was such a great day. And now we have a great summer to look forward to. Compare and contrast with last season and losing Gray and how disappointed a lot of us were. I've seen people this week dunking on him for having poor sofa score ratings. My man has played in every single position. If you ask a Spurs fan outside of them Spurs, so what do you reckon of Archie? They're all banging him on about him, so let's not do it. But people like to dunk. These are players that, this is what I'm saying about it. It's not for you, right? It's a different emotional connection. Everyone's different, fan how you want, right? But we lost Archie. We lost Crete. We lost Rutter. Think about the season before. The man has had to put out fires every summer. This season, he does not. He has a war chest. Because that's what it'll be like. War chest settings. He has that at his disposal. So there'll be no upheaval. There'll be no losing of players, especially someone as key as Rutter, like a day before we play Middlesbrough in the Cup. So I'm really excited, but compare and contrast what it could have been like. Who goes down, right? It wouldn't have surprised me if Rodon would have gone. Tanaka would have gone. Gruev could have been susceptible to a bid again from Germany. Maybe he still will go. Firpo would have gone. I'm hoping and praying Firpo gets that new contract. I think it's unfair for us to, and this is someone who's a massive critic of him in the Premier League. That was a different time. He was injured. He was playing under a clown manager. He was injured under the GOAT Bielsa, but he played under Jesse the Clown for a long time. So, he deserves that opportunity. And I hope he signs the team. As Ramazani put it, sign the team. I'm excited to see these. As mad as it sounds, and again, and this is where I get battered for being emotional, I think we should keep the likes of Byram and that genuinely as a squad player, as an option. Won't get much game time, but Sam won't mind. And sometimes you need these players in and around the football club. You do. We need to add a lot of quality, but again, just compare and contrast. Because if we stay down, Ampadu could go, Rodon could go, Strout could go. All these players. Now we can choose, right? Because people might still say, well, Strout can still go because of his injury record, or Gruev still can go to Germany because we can improve on him. But we have that option now, is what I'm saying. Whereas, had we have stayed down, we're clinging on, aren't we? We're clinging on, So, and guess what? As a spectacle next year, the championship will be amazing. Will I watch it? Will I fuck? Do I care? No. But if you're in that division, or you have an interest in that division, next season it is going to be amazing. You've got Leicester, Southampton, Ipswich coming down, all strongest squads. What will happen with Leicester? You got Birmingham and Wrexham coming up. I'm not sure who along with. Maybe they'll come up with Charlton. I don't know. Nathan Jones is a decent manager at that level, I guess. Knob, but decent manager. You've then got whoever misses out in the playoffs. Could that be Sheffield United? Could that be Coventry? I think Coventry will win the playoffs. Coventry have done Sunderland they have a very good record. I think they play them. Could be looking at Coventry's Sheffield United final. And I think, Coventry will win it. Which will annoy me because it'll be a full-on wank fest for Lampard in the Premier League. And every bloody podcast loves him that I listen to, and they'll all be going, Frank can do it. Frank can do it. But then again, maybe it takes some of that shine away from us, and we're not the... So maybe that might be all right, actually. Take a bit of pressure off and give it Lampard. Frank Lampard's going to hit you. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm excited. Very excited for what's on the horizon and what summer we're going to have. We'll have, a few. We'll have a few players and stuff. It's going to be great. But we'll have a few days off, not on the channel, but I mean the players, the manager, but then it'll be quickly into action. Helen's just tagged me in this. So let's just quickly share this if you've not seen it yet on the old socials, folks. There it is in all its glory. Leeds United, we are Premier League. The bus is ready. This time it's not hidden. This time it's not going to be under COVID. It's there in all its glory. Leeds United, we are Premier League. So we will be seeing this on Monday. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for it. What a thing of beauty. What a lovely colour. What a lovely badge. Happy days. Yeah. Yeah, man, amazing. Amazing. Right, let's get stuck into some of your comments. There's probably loads I want to talk about actually before we do. 42 G&A combined for Manor Solomon and Dan James coming up clutch. Bogle smoking that Sheffield United pack. Daniel Farke has now won more championship titles than any other manager after securing the league with Leeds, the GOAT of the division. After losing more than £150 million worth of talent this summer, Farke has done a brilliant job at leading this team to 100 points. Remember, we sold the most in Europe. Manor Solomon started 31 games in 24-25, and Leeds won 22 of them, a win percentage of 71%, the best player by a country mile in the club's history. Not best player, but best record, sorry, by a country mile. Nonto got dick-egged. That was great. Farke spoke on Solomon. When you remember Manor's last season, everyone doubted him after his injuries. He showed consistency. A joke he was not in team of the season. Outstanding this season. Had some injuries this year, but he always came back. Leeds United scored 18 goals in the championship. 24-25 from the 86th minute onwards. The most of any side in a championship season in history. And rightly so. Well, is it right? I don't think it is. We all need to maybe have a look in the mirror and go, am I right to criticise the manager for his lack of changing? Am I right? Now, at the time, I'm going, change it. But are we right to do that? I would say the data would say we're not. Why? Because we've scored 18 goals from the 86th minute onwards, the most of any championship team in history, which tells me the manager knows what he's doing. Because we'd have all changed it so many times. Even now. Even yesterday, people, the late shot, Well, the data actually tells us that 18 goals from the 86th minute onwards is a joke. It's an absolute joke. 1 second, my dog's barking. don't know why he's barking. You'll have to give me a sec. Apologies. I have to check that. The only reason because my son can't deal with his barks. So he'd have had a meltdown. So I don't know why he was barking. But it's sorted. So 86 minute onwards, we've scored the most goals than any other team in championship history. Insane. Also, this is amazing. Johnny Cooper, the stat man, is unreal. As his stats as his LUFC data, but listen to this. 2019-20. Draw with Luton in our 40th game. Win 6 in a row. Hammer Stoke at Elland Road. Beat a relegated team on the final day. That was the Elzers running. 24-25, Farker. Draw with Luton in our 40th game. Win 6 in a row. Hammer Stoke at Elland Road. Beat a relegated team on the final day. Exactly the same. Biblical. Mad. Caldalo was full of praise for the manager. The job he's done is incredible. Fair play to Caldalo. Bided his time, got in. Look, we can all talk about had Melia been dropped sooner and all that sort of stuff, but it is what it is. There's so much. I mean, big up Lloyd Dean, been on the channel before. Put a video on Twitter of a guy basically diving in the water in Plymouth. I don't know if you've seen that. Manor Solomon is the first Leeds United player with both 10-plus goals and 10-plus assists in a league season since Pablo Hernandez in 1819. That's the kind of digits that we're doing. It's the same energy for that Swansea goal, really. Mental. Leeds have set a new club record of 29 wins in a single league season for the first time in our history. Daniel, the Centurion Farker. Daniel, the Centurion Farker. In the 91st minute as well, you couldn't write it. You know what I love best as well, like, is when everyone was celebrating, Daniel just sat. And I think a lot of people misconstrued that. Everyone was going, he's definitely going now. It wasn't. He was just taking it in. It's been an emotional time for him. An exhausting time. For us all, really. But we did it, baby. We did it. And we get to watch the playoffs and be like, yeah, mental. Next few days, I'll be just discussing this. I'll take some videos tomorrow as well. Hopefully, speak to some of yous. That'd be great. And then from Tuesday, I'll be like, right, Premier League ready. Let's go. What do we need? Who's leaving? All that sort of jazz. You know what it's like. Football happens and moves on quick. That's why you have to celebrate your moments 100%. Now, let's go into the comments. I do want to do that. There's a lot of people in the chat, 614. If you haven't already, smash me a like on the video. Record numbers on the watch along as well. I think we had like 4.5 at some point, which is insane. So big up to you all. So thank you for that. Right, let's have a look what's been said. Still on cloud 9. We are Premier League, exactly. 100 points promoted as champions. Thanks a million, Joe, for the great commentary. Listen, roll on next season, man. Book says we are champions, morning all. May the 4th be with you. Going to the parade on Monday, I will and I shall. How's the head? Not drinking, mate, but I'm just exhausted. But yeah, it's good. Joe's had a nose job. Yeah, that was my snoring strip. I thought it's morning. Fuck it, I'll just leave it on. You know what I mean? It's all for the content. Cigars at the ready. If I could find one, I would have one. Morning, Joe. Yeah, wacko, exactly, Hannah. Are you going to the parade, Hannah? All the way from America. Champions again, ole ole. Are you Rysel all the way from Ireland? Big up to my main man Kearns. Big up, breaking soundbar. Your voice is fully gone. Yeah, I'll be seeing you Monday, bro. Yes, what a day. That's what I mean. Social media is a joy to behold. Champions again, ole ole. Great present. Is it 40, Marcus? Was it 40 odd, if I remember? Cometh the hour, cometh the man. No. Yes, love that. Big up Ollie Tate. Morning, people. Saw red today. Let's go. I'm not surprised. Good morning, champions. It's nice, ain't it? Good morning, champs. You see the video, the picture of Bamford. Yes, son. Okay, I'm coming now. Just need to toilet. You'll have to bear with me. I do apologize. I'll be back. Come on, son. I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. He needed a toilet and then he needed a drink. Family life and all that jazz. Normally my daughter would watch him, but they're asleep, and I thought it's a bit early. All them asleep. But it's all good. Morning, Sarah. Nice to see you. Congrats on the title, everyone. See you all in the Prem. Exactly. Good man. Was in Newcastle for Magic Weekend, but got into a bar for the game. Was unreal though. I was out this morning, I can imagine. It's all good, baby. Exactly, Kershaw. Yeah, man. You waned a little bit, and I kept you on. Big up. Here's Discourse of a Peacock, Evie, all the way into Egypt. So happy with that game. We do it the Leeds way, and it makes so much more exhilarating. It does. Hi, Stefan Ortega. Are you saying you coming? Yeah, we did. We hit 100 points. Champions indeed. Dino, drink some rivals tears from the back. Yeah, that's sweet. Oh, that one's empty. We need to fill that. This one, not been open. This one, I don't think. I mean, it's been sat there. Right, this one. Who's this for? This is for Sheffield United and Sunderland, I guess, because there are times where they thought they were close. To be honest, it's for the whole of the UK. Why? Because you all hate Leeds. But we're back, baby. And this time we're here to stay. Pint of Burnley's tears, please, barman. Love that. Legend Mally, thank you for that. Love that. I was on telly climbing a statue outside the old post office in City Square. Struggled to climb still. I was going to say, oh, back in '92, you mean? Yeah, I bet it was, mate. I bet it was. I hope you had a good day. It looked good. Yeah, I was going to say, Dave, when you were climbing the statue, I was thinking, the Dave I know, climbing statues. Love that, Jamie. I bet you had a great day. Unbeaten at home all season as well. That's Burnley, innit? Yeah, mental, and they still didn't do it. Congratulations from a middle support. It would be criminal if Leeds got rid of Farker thoughts. Agreed, Craig. Agreed. And I tell you what, you need to sack Carrick now because he's had so many chances. Nah, definitely not. That's not true at all. You could see it on TV. 100% Yvette. 100% happy clappers we were called. We were. Let's have a look. Was in tears yesterday with it this morning. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Yeah, man. Exactly. Emotion is real. Yeah. Big up to you, man. Sentiment is important. Respect and love need to be given, or this club isn't for you. Definitely. I watched it with you, Joe, at 2 a.m., jumping and screaming alone in the living room. Thank you. Yeah, man. It was an amazing moment, wasn't it? Big up to you, A-Speed. Oh, shots, but true. My house rattled when we got that last-minute goal, legend. Yeah, man. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for that. Yeah, mate. Yeah, a little bit, mate. When I came on, I held it. Yeah, Joe Wayman is Premier League. We are Premier League. You are Premier League. There's some super chats I'll get to as well. Yeah. It's going to be fun, innit? There you go, Matty. You're going back on Monday. It looked great, to be fair. And if I didn't have the kids, I'd have probably drove down, but I had the kids. So. Yeah, that's so true. So true. And I agree with this, Matty. You know, we need to make it exactly win percentage highest. I don't think I'll be. I think I'm just gonna. Yes, son. Right. Okay. He needs me to put his tablet on charge once. Honestly. Don't want much, does it? Yeah, Bob T. I said that. Sign him up immediately. Sign him up immediately. Drove it over the line 100%. Yeah, I think so, Solomon. I think so, genuinely. Yeah, it always is though, Kershaw. It was the same for Pat. I remember Pat gets battered online, but he's always supported in the ground. Love that, mate. We won't tell them that it was over second, but let's just. Do you know what? Jimmy wasn't great yesterday, and I wanted him to be substituted. He wasn't great yesterday. I think when Pat came on, that was mine. I was thinking if Pat gets the winner, honestly, just fall to my knees. Yeah, Dave, and people will still have critics, but when we talk about them substitutions, that stat I mentioned about having the most goals post 86th minute. Today's not the day. Today's not the day. Be happy, man. Big up to Sonny. Premier's huge for the channel. 50 next season. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. A war chest he's never had, exactly. Big up to you, mate. I literally, yeah, man. I love you, bro. I seen you live yesterday. on YouTube, I think, and I was thinking, is he at the thing? But I only just saw it fleetingly. Were you in Leeds? Another one. Yeah, defo. That's a good shout, mate. Another one. You need to be. Yeah, I know, but I'm also sentimental. But we'll talk about that another day. Yeah, don't sign Gullivogi. No. But I like Byram. That's what it is. It's coming from a sentimental point. I know. Yeah, Joe Dean, man. Honestly, I thought I was going to fall over. Honestly, felt I was going to fall over. I hope so, Jason. We deserve to be there. We should be there. Yeah, big up. Needs a strong Newcastle. Needs a strong Leeds. Needs a strong Forest. 90s vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Well, I think they will. You know. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. That won't be me, mate. That's not for me. I won't be on there. That's all cool. Bless up, Joe. Congrats, brother. Liverpool and Leeds won the league. We said it, Marcel. We said the last 4 times now Liverpool have won the league. Leeds have won the second division. But that won't happen again because we'll always be in the same division moving forward. Doom and Gloomers are in tatters. Yeah, man. They're done. They're done out here. It's game over for them. Yeah, I think so, Ivo. I think that's going to be the place to be, isn't it? I think that's what I'm going to try to do anyway. I'm setting off from here at about 8. So, bump it up. Whites are going up. Joe do Leicester? I don't know. And to be honest, right now, who cares? Sorry, Joe, getting on. I'll take it, mate. I'll take it. During the whoa. Do you know what my favourite one of them from Uncle Albert when he says, I can speak German? And he goes up to the woman in the bar and goes, What is your name? Yeah, man. Fate. Exactly. What is your name? Champions again. Ole. Would quite like Bristol City to come up. They won't. I mean, I'd like it for wins. There's no way. They're just not ready, are they? So, yes, Mark, I'll be there. Yeah, it will be. I've seen that, mate, but via the ragtag newspaper. But today's not the day for that. Yeah, man, we will do. Today's not the day for that. You know what I mean? 33. Someone was 40 though yesterday. I remember someone. But happy birthday to you, man. Today's not the day for that. We'll do the final word later. Parade Monday, so we might not get anything out. And then we'll look ahead from Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? Today's not the day for transfer rumours. Yeah. Yes, brother. Come here. Say champions again, ole ole. No, don't sneeze. Say champions again. Oh. Not sneeze. Say champions again, ole ole. Harry, say champion. Yeah. Oh, someone's failed. You want to watch Sonic?
Yeah, number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Come here, though. Can you say champions again? Ole, ole.
Champions again.
Ole, ole.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna break down. All right, okay. Sonic 1. Let's go.
Sonic 1.
Mwah. Oh, let's go. Do with it. I'm back. Sorry. Took me out off me and everything, but I'm back. Do you know what, as well, just on this, we nearly won the title with that. Do you know what I mean? We nearly won the title with that. Christopher, hold my hands up, wanted players. I still think they risked it. I still think it was the wrong decision. The manager still wanted players, so I'm not going to like fall on my sword with that, but they got it right. They risked it. But boom, you know, fair. And I hold my hand up to that, but I still think they risked it. Let's have a look. Yeah, nice fat 10, mate. Nice fat 10. Yeah, go on, Dominic. Good to see, mate. Yeah, good for those that can't be there for the parade. It'll be amazing. Spot on, brother. Spot on. Congrats, Kieran. Good luck in the playoffs as well, mate. You nearly threw it away at some point. Oh boy, got you on the run now. I know, yeah. Thank you very much, Callum. Yeah, man. Yeah, amazing, Mike. Amazing. It was crazy. Yeah, man. We go, don't we? We'll move. Let's have a look. Please drink some Locks tears. Yeah, we'll have some fun. Thank you. Don't you'll make me emotional. You'll make me emotional with that stuff. Genuinely. You will make me emotional. Oh God. Stop. Yeah, we're back though now. Yeah, Liam, we're there. Yeah, I'll be back anyway. I am back. Sorry, you lost me a little bit. No, he's not going. He's not going. I don't think he'll go anywhere, to be fair. Hope I see you tomorrow. Yeah, listen, around Millennium Square, meeting Luke, meeting Jack, hopefully Lockie. I've not heard from him. Be with his dad, I think. But yeah. Man. Right, okay. Let's just quickly go through some super chats. Reese P, there used to be an acceptance that if you disagreed with decisions by the manager but he won the game league, you piped down and accepted it. That's a good point, man. It should be, innit? Especially when you've won the league with 100 points. Like, at that point, you go, I was wrong. He was right. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. You know? Yeah, there it is. Look. There it is, the champions bus. Champions bus. We should only judge Fark on what he does at Leeds, and so far he's broken all records. He deserves the chance to lead into next season. Ultimately, a lot will come down to signings, 100%. Laughing Jester says, been here since the start, Joe. Me and the fam love it. Keep up the great work. We are Premier League. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for that. Mark Bellchamber, big up for you for the super chat. Morning, Joe. Marching on it together. Didn't get a chance yesterday, but thanks for all the great watch-alongs all season. Get in. Thank you very much. Is anyone? Yeah, I'm done. We've only got 38 games next season, man. We can relax, can't we? Big up to you, Tim. 2 times champs, but yeah, that was it as well. Just on that, whenever I see it, all I hear in my head is Conor McGregor going, "The double champs do what the fuck he wants." Great day yesterday, and many thanks to you for being a fantastic creator and all the best to all Leeds fans. Love that. Big up, completed it. Do you remember weeks back you kept saying, "Oh, we're not what." Exhausted, we're only getting started. Exactly. Monday, tomorrow is going to be late. I can't wait to get up, shower, Leeds gear on, into the car, pick people up, bang, let's go. You know, it's going to be amazing, isn't it? It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. But you've heard enough from me this morning. I hope you've enjoyed that. I know we've had 3 breaks. I think toilet, drink, Sonic 1. It's not Sonic 1 either. We've gone for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which we watched last night. We've got to watch again. Because once Harry finds a film, that's it. Repeat. Can we find some? No! No! Please. Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen, tomorrow's going to be amazing. Some of the people, like, I've seen Carl from Ought Know Better's flag. It's amazing. Do you know what I mean? Have you got the Jet Washers Unite squad ready? Do you know what? I might take my Jet Wash. I might get nicked, though, mightn't I? If I'm walking around with that, they might think it's a gun and parade will get called off and that. There is a sniper walking round. Yeah, come and say hi. Daniel the Centurion Farker. I like that, man. That's what he shall be known now as forevermore. Daniel the Centurion Farker. Now, be live later on for final word. Big up to you, Mano. Yeah, live later on in the for the final word. I think it might be earlier than normal because Jack's DJing and he wants to get on, and obviously, yeah. So it might be like maybe 6. I don't know. I've seen you watch alongs from Sweden. Thanks for the content. Let's bring more content for the Premier League. We will be there, man. We will be there. I'm excited. Man. And I'll try sort out this mic. I promise I will. I'll speak to people and try sort it out. I'll even go to a fucking sound engineer and say, please sort this out. So I know it's frustrating for you, but it's doubly frustrating for me as well. But anyway, thanks always for watching. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your hangovers. Take some Alka-Seltzer or some Baracas. And just get ready for Monday now as well. That's going to be amazing, isn't it? Yeah, man. Live in the moment. No, today's not time for manager talk. Today's not time for transfer talk. Today's just relax. We did it, baby. We did it. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you tonight on the final word. The last final word of the season, by the way. So, yeah, that should be exciting. Enjoy your day, man. I love you all. Thanks for the support, as always. It's been amazing. Thank you. Bye-bye.